Now, the second thing I'm going to say about not caring about what people think about you is because, honey, the time you spend caring about what other people think about you is time that you could be spending on bettering yourself. This braid, y'all. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Kyra here, interpretive African American history and culture, motivational and spiritual speaker. And yes, I am back, hunty. I am back with another When She Speaks Wednesday video. So right now I'm just in my comfy clothes because I'm actually about to get ready to go out. But what I am gonna do is go ahead and sit down and film this video for you all. So y'all just stay tuned for this good juicy content. So I know you all saw my last video and it was about self-care. We are in the second part of 2023, y'all, and we have got to do everything we can in our power to what? Level up. And the only way that we can level up is by making sure that we do not care about what other people think about us, about what we're doing, about our goals, about our dreams, about our aspirations, the desires of our hearts that God has given each and every last one of us. Nobody else's opinion matters. The only opinion that should matter to you is God's, okay? So I'm going to give you all a few good tips, and they're not in any type of shape, form, fashion, or order. It's just a few tips to help you all understand that you should not care about what other people think about you. So the first thing that I'm going to say about people caring about, caring about what people think about you. Number one, remember this. It doesn't matter what people think about you because a lot of times people do not value themselves. They don't value themselves. When we talk about how people caring about what other people think, a lot of times what happens is people will try to project their own insecurities and their own thoughts and feelings onto you, and they'll try to make other people feel the same way about you, how they feel about you. Don't care about other people's insecurities and do not care at all about what people have to say about you to other people. Because when we think about the fact that a lot of times in our different homes, work settings, families, all of that stuff, a lot of times people are angry, and they're angry at something that you have and you possess that they are lacking. So I will say the first tip to remember about not caring about what other people think about you is that a lot of times it's insecurity that they have within themselves. Now, the second thing I'm going to say about not caring about what people think about you is because, honey, the time you spend caring about what other people think about you is time that you could be spending on bettering yourself. This braid, y'all. That's time you could spend on bettering yourself. Why you caring about what other folks got to say about you, honey? That is time you could spend on your business, your book, your man, your woman, whoever it is. Whatever it is, okay? It's time that you won't get back. You ever hear people say, like, if they feel like they waste their time, so want to be like, oh, wow, that's 10 seconds, that's 10 minutes, that's 10 hours I'll never get back in my life. Yeah, that's the same to be said about people that's talking mad stuff about you that you don't seem to care about and don't care what they got to say. Honey, the time that you spend worrying about what they are thinking of you is time you're taking away from yourself. And that is robbing you of your inner peace. And speaking of peace, you ever notice how when you spend so much time thinking about what other people have to say about you, or spend time thinking like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't think this about me, oh my gosh, let me say it like this: you will never have inner peace if you're constantly worried about what the dialogue is in the workplace, at the schoolhouse, at the job, at the church, in the family about you. The only way to have inner peace, like true peace, where you get to the point where you have to realize this: whether you do good or bad, folks gonna have something to say about you. If you always doing good, people still gonna have something to say about you. If you always doing bad, people gonna have something to say about you. It don't matter what nobody got to say about Kyra Henderson. And y'all, it's still something I'm working through at this current time. So don't make me sit up here. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm just an expert. That's the time on my food, y'all. Hold on. One quick second. I'll be right back. Okay. So y'all, excuse me, I had to go check on my food because I was cooking at the same time. Y'all, I'm multitasking over here, multitasking. But yeah, you'll never have peace. You do good or bad, people are gonna have something to say about you. So don't be worried about that, okay? And the last thing I'm gonna say about people having so much to say about you and why you should not care is this: a lot of times people are angry They are angry at the light that God has placed on your life. They're envious, they're jealous, and they're not going to admit it to you. They're not going to admit it to you. They're not going to admit that they're envious and jealous of how other people treat you, how other people love on you. They're not going to admit that they're envious that you have a great relationship with your parents and with your kids and with your man and with your friends and with your siblings. They're not going to admit these things to you. But I can tell you a few ways that you can combat this and how you can face this in a time of adversity. So real quickly, I'm going to give you 3 ways to handle dealing with people and all the stuff that they have to say about you. Number 1, every day you wake up, tell yourself something positive and good that you love about you. Okay, so this is what I'm just gonna say about that. The number 1 thing that you have to remember is this. If people are talking stuff about you, the number 1 thing you need to do every day when you wake up in the morning is already determine how you feel about yourself. When I get up in the morning, I'm gonna be looking in the mirror as I'm brushing my teeth or as I'm, fixing up these edges on these braids that I still ain't did yet. I'm gonna look myself in the mirror and I'm gonna say, girl, you beautiful. You're smart. You know what? You got a lot going for you. God loves you. You're his child. And what anybody else has to say about you don't matter. Then I'm gonna pray over myself. I'm gonna pray over my inner peace. I'm going to pray over my very being, my body, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. And then I'm going to go on about my day, trusting in that prayer. That's what I'm going to do. Now, that's the first thing that I'm going to attempt to do. And my first piece of advice I'm going to give to you all. The second piece of advice I'm going to give to you all is kill the naysayers and the people who speak negativity on you and your name. Kill it with kindness. I know that's hard to do because, baby, I've been tested like crazy. I've been tested like crazy these past few weeks, honey. Woo! But I have to remember that I'm more emotionally mature than other people. And everyone is not on the same, and it's not trying to talk bad about anybody or anything like that, but we are not. A lot of people are on different levels in their lives, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So if ask yourself this question first before you be ready to pop off hearing that folks talk about you, talking mad, crazy about you, this and that. Ask yourself this question. Is this situation or is this person or is this problem going to matter to me tomorrow? Is this situation, is this person, is it going to matter to me a couple years from now? If it's nothing that will be hindering your growth, hindering you from doing what you need to do in your everyday life, let it go. I literally have people try to talk crazy to me and stuff all the time. And you know what I do? I just ignore it and keep moving. I'm like, okay, well, God take care of that. Because I don't have time. Listen, and y'all don't either. You ain't got time to be dealing with a bunch of ignorant people. People who ain't got nothing better to do. People who miserable in their own life. Ain't got nothing going for them. I'm going to be careful and I'm going to stop right here where I'm at now and not say nothing too much on that point because I know I can get carried away because y'all, people who ain't got, anyway, all right. And the last point that I'm going to give to you all, which is why I am stopping myself and catching myself in what I'm saying, is to pray for those people that speak ill and bad on your name. God says that we should pray for our enemies. That's not always an easy thing to do. But think about how much better it will be in the end for you and how God just may bless you for being obedient to his word. So, we're going to pray for these people, y'all. These crazy folks out here. They got so much to say about us. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I know it's not easy, y'all. I know it's not easy just trying to be cool, be calm, and collected and not letting these folks worry you, honey, it's hard. It is really hard. But trust me when I say God got you, and I got you too, sis. I got you too, bruh. Don't let nobody take you out of your character. Don't let nobody, they ain't got, look, you ain't got to twist it, okay? No. It's not happening. It's not going down like that today. But I hope, again, y'all enjoyed this When She Speaks Wednesday video. Y'all always have to remember my saying, as your girl says, remember to always to stay up and to also stay blessed. Y'all be easy and have a wonderful day.